Tuletelako imbushi. Kumbushi tuambiliwa kubulako manyuwa kumbushi kuliatu.
Zambia vyakupeleshanya mashare, vyakupela mashares ni vyakukongweshanya maloni.
Program wesu wa Irish Aid Local Development Program ichukuru sana tulilokeshapo yashi ya food security.
Atemena kuliba tata bakalima masaka apo twachepa andikira ko bakalima masaka apo twachepa andikira ko bakalima masaka era nembushi andikira ko bakalima.
After a legacy of 30 years of supporting local development in the northern province, Irish Aid in Zambia has embarked on a new approach of continuing its commitment to contribute to the reduction of current poverty, vulnerability and inequality in Zambia. Guided by the Irish government's strong political commitment and leadership in addressing hunger, Irish Aid's 2013 to 2017 Zambia Country Strategic Plan focuses more on addressing household livelihoods, food and nutrition security. Under the current strategy, funding to the local development program is channeled through Self-Help Africa as the implementing partner. Self-Help Africa is an international development agency working to eradicate hunger and poverty in sub-Saharan Africa and has been in Zambia for over 27 years. Self-Help Africa and Irish Aid have a sustainable development partnership of implementing a 5-year focused local development program in Northern Province, which started in 2013.
Self-Help Africa is an international non-government organization working in Zambia for the past 32 years this year. Our main interest is poverty reduction and food security, and our focus also is rural-based, so we work with rural smallholder farmers to support them, to help them grow more food, better quality food, access markets, and we also have a lot of interventions that look at improving household incomes.
The program is focusing at improving livelihoods, food and nutrition security of poor households in Mbala and Luwingu districts. The program is aimed at mitigating the high levels of poverty, which stand about 64% in the country. According to the 2010 census on population and housing, Luwingu has a total population of about 8,758, of which 40,146 are female and 40,612 are male. As for Mbala, the district has a total population of 213,254, of which 170,834 are female and 105,420 are male. A total of 16,000 households are being targeted under the Irish Aid Local Development Program, IALDP, out of which approximately 10,000 are in Mbala and 6,000 in Luwingu districts. One household is estimated to have an average of 8 people.
Here in Mbala, we wish to work with 10,000 households. These are households, not an individual. When we say a household, it's because it consists of many people. And in Luwingu, we wish to work with 6,000 households.
Irish Aid Local Development Program is looking at improving livelihoods, nutrition, and also looking at issues of health, sanitation within the targeted districts of Luwingu and Mbala.
The implementing partners of the program at district level are the local authorities, Luwingu District Council and Mbala Municipal Council. The program will also work to strengthen their capacities in identifying, planning and delivering of services as outlined in their District Annual Investments Plan, DAIPS. The program is also working with the Provincial Planning Unit to enhance its role of coordinating developmental efforts at the provincial level, including policy interpretation, strategic plan and budgeting, as well as supporting the district annual investment plan processes at the district level.
Self-Help Africa is actually working in 8 wards in the district. and we are really proud of what they are doing, and the well-being of our people has actually improved. For example, they are giving out goats and chickens to our farmers, and sooner or later, all of us, maybe in the district too, we are going to benefit from what they are doing. They are also working with the council. In fact, I can simply say that their funding is actually at 3 levels. They are funding the line ministries, then they are also funding the council.
The key functions is working with district councils, and our work there is to improve and help their capacity to implement activities, also other activities that we are not working on, to improve their financial and admin systems. So we support trainings, issues of trainings, issues of capacity, not just in terms of trainings and learnings of the human capacity, but also providing some hardware issues like computers, so that they can report better, makes their work easier to store information, document information. So we've been doing that since we got into this program, and I think it's a very good partnership. We have very good relationships with the Luingu District Council, with the Mbala councils. We have very, very good relationships and high levels of interest within the provincial administration office under the permanent secretary. So we've been working with them closely, and it's a relationship that we look to carry forward, because we know that in strengthening the councils, we will also contribute to strengthening the ability to implement activities at the community level.
The main component of the Irish Aid Local Development Programme is the Livelihood Enhancement Group's LEGS. A Livelihood Enhancement Group is expected to have 45 households, out of which 60% must be female-headed households and the remaining 40% shared among men and youth-headed households. Each leg needs to have a committee to oversee its functions and operations.
Our program is working through the groups called Livelihood Enhancement Groups. In short, LEGS.
We are working with 16,000 households in the 2 districts. We decided to bring them together into groups that we call as LEGS, which stands for Livelihood Enhancement Groups. And our Livelihood Enhancement Groups are an inclusive unit. There are different activities that happen there. So Livelihood Enhancement Group, for short, LEGS, are what we work with. So these different households that we're working with have been brought together in groups of 45, and each 45 members then form one leg. These have been carefully selected based on their vulnerability levels. We have a number of criteria that we use, which include households that are headed by female, households that are headed by people that are disabled, households that are headed by individuals that really are at the low in terms of wealth ranking within their communities. Again, these issues are more defined by the community than ourselves when we talk about wealth and poverty. So we look generally at the community, going into the community, having discussions with the traditional leadership, with the civic leadership, the councillors, with other stakeholders that are already in the community, to identify the poor of the poor, the most vulnerable in those communities, then to bring them into these legs.
We are collaborating with the Safe Help Africa, which is a project funded by Irish Aid. And our role basically in the program is to provide the technical support in that we do provide our staff who go and train the various groups which have been formed under Self-Help Africa, because they have formed these groups which are called the Livelihood Enhancement Groups, and these groups they are diverse. So we do the training in different areas, like we do the training in crop husbandry, where we try to help to improve the production and productivity of these crops which are given to them. And also, we also train them in the area of livestock, particularly focusing so much on the goats and chicken, because these are the small livestock which can help even bring about food security, even improve the nutrition status of the people.
When the program for South Help Africa came, it came here in Chabula in 2013. This program came through Chief Chabula. The chief allowed this program to come to this village. When the livelihood enhancement groups are formed, members are trained by Self-Help Africa staff.
Leaders should make a follow-up on the members to make sure they are using the loans accordingly.
Malnutrition is a very big problem in most rural parts of the country, especially in Luingu and Bala districts, despite these areas being agriculture areas. However, with the abundance of food, many young children in these districts risk dying of hunger because many parents lack the knowledge to prepare balanced meals. Nonetheless, thanks to Self-Help Africa, SHA is using the locally available food. SHA is teaching local people how to cook balanced meals and feed their children balanced diets in a training dubbed Infant and Young Children Feeding, IYCF. Infant and Young Children Feeding is helping many parents to know how to take care and feed their children.
We are grateful we have knowledge on how best we can take care of our children. Our children, sometime before we were taught on how to take care of them, their bodies were looking unhealthy and they were suffering from malnutrition. Bodies were swelling up. But now the women are very happy with this program. The children now have nice health bodies that they never had.
We boil water, then we put the soya beans and let it boil for 30 minutes. We remove the outer skin. Then some of the soya beans we dry it, and some we pound and extract milk from there, which we give to the children. What remains after extracting the milk, we use it to make soya beans.
So now we are sealing.
It must be smooth, just like the way milk is.
Like milk vya flavor.
Now we have made milk.
Nutritionalists stress that vegetables are a source of vitamins. In villages, especially in the dry season, it is a source of income for the rural population. Self-Help Africa has taken advantage of this and gives out different vegetable seeds to its livelihood enhancement groups, leg members, to engage in vegetable growing. We have now started eating these vegetables, then we also take some to the market to sell.
So we are providing a variety of sets of vegetables to our leg members, and we have up to about 150 legs that we have provided all sorts of vegetables: cabbage, green beans, peppers, all sorts of them, spinaches. It's the whole set of vegetables that we are providing. And we hope by so doing, we are going to improve their livelihood.
This youth in Chief Chabula's chiefdom in Luwingu district was given a trade pump by Self-Help Africa to improve her vegetable growing. Beans, groundnuts, and soybeans are crops which grow very well in Northern Province. Consequently, Self-Help Africa is providing free seeds to its Livelihood Enhancement Group members to support them grow these crops in order to support others. When a farmer gets a 10 kg bag of soybean seeds, after harvesting, they will be expected to take back to the group under the pass-back process so that other members can benefit as well.
We got this seed from our friends, but others did not get because we were sharing the seed so that those who did not get will get in November from the same seed.
This is the groundnuts which was given by farmers as seed pass back. This is MGV5 groundnuts. So as you can see, we are trying to get the seed from all the farmers who got the seed so that we come and give other farmers.
In 2013-2014 season, they gave us seed for beans, groundnuts, soya beans, cassava, and vegetable seeds. We are farming and we are eating and have a peace of mind. There is an improvement in our lives. We were suffering before Shah came. There is an improvement in our families and the community at large. And so we are saying Shah must continue to bring more of such programs.
To enhance agriculture productivity in the areas, Self-Help Africa is promoting conservation agriculture among the farming community in the areas it has reached to.
Conservation agriculture, which we are promoting, basically looks at three principles. Okay, and that's what we've been telling the farmer, those that want to adopt it. The three principles are A, minimum soil disturbance.
The treatment you see here, we plant using the planting basins. The soil is not disturbed. We only disturb the portion where we are planting the seed.
So that's one principle, because we want to maintain the microorganism, this chemistry of the soil, the biology of the soil as intact as possible.
Another area in which Self-Help Africa is helping the local communities, it's through small livestock such as goats and chickens, which are a source of pride for many villagers in Mbala and Luwingu. A celebration or funeral meal is never complete without a chicken. But these indigenous chickens are smaller in size and lay smaller eggs. Noticing the importance of chickens in the Zambian culture setup, Self-Help Africa has introduced an improved variety of chicken called Black Astrolabe. These are big chickens which lay many eggs, and when crossbred with local chickens, they produce an improved breed.
These chickens were given so that we can improve our chicken rearing. These chickens can lay more than 50 eggs if well fed. What we do is, when the chickens lay eggs, we put them on the ordinary chickens for them to hatch. Then when the eggs hatch, I get 3 chicks and give to the other members of the group so that everyone can have chickens and benefit from the goodness of these chickens.
We have 12 chickens, so each chicken must give back 2 chickens to the group. So out of 12 chickens, we are giving back 24 to the group. That is called person.
We have also put our 5 chickens, then we are gating the eggs and putting them on the ordinary ones to hatch. When they hatch, they multiply. And when they multiply, we'll start selling them. We'll also start selling eggs, either a tray or per egg. Self-Help Africa has also introduced an improved variety of goats to its members. These goats are given to the livelihood enhancement groups on a pass-on basis. Under the GOAT program, when a leg member's GOAT sears 2 kids, the member is expected to give one of the kids to a member in the group until all benefit and have GOATs.
This was the mother to this one and this one. It had 2 kids. So we were taught if a goat has 2 kids, you should give one to the friend and remain with one. So me, I gave one to Janet, then I remained with one and the mother. So if Janet's goat has a kid, she should also give one to the other member till all of us have a goat in our leg. So each person has to give the other each time their goat has a kid.
So ya Janet witola la kakatula na wela pela ya muze mpaka twesi kwene tuke tukumane ukulingana ni chilonganiro chako yasha. So kila muntu ngakatula pelu muze na uyanga katula na pelu muze na uyanga katula pelu muze mpaka swensi tuche tukumane mkwaye.
Due to the importance of small livestock farming, Self-Help Africa has trained some villagers to be paravets to look at the health of the animals which SHA is giving to the leg members.
It was in September when I was chosen as a paravet of this zone to oversee 3 legs, leg 50, 51 and 52. We learned what brings problems to the chickens. When we went for a seminar, we were taught that very hot temperature and very cold temperature makes the chicken sick.
The way I work at the end of each week, I go through the legs to visit people that we gave goats. I check if the goats are sick and I give them medicine. Then I write in my book and send the records to the office.
Nganalemba namala mvipela numulembo no ulinzili kuvipela nganavipela nizandemba namuli mukalibuka nokhalemba montumanu ku office.
Fishing is one of the key sources of income for many people in Northern Province. But over the years, the fish in the lakes and rivers in the province has become depleted, leaving many fishermen with nothing much to fish. In order to address this situation, Self-Help Africa has introduced fish farming to its livelihood enhancement group members in Luwingu and Mbala districts. Situated on the shores of Lake Bangweulu in Luwingu district are the Nsombo fish ponds made by the leg members under Self-Help Africa for fish farming. SHA provided the fingerlings and feed, which has subsequently led to the improvement of fish stock levels. This improvement, powered by fish farming, has cheered the people in the area.
Ifwe mu group mumwesu mulegi 36 tuabantu abali 15.
In our group in Leg 36, we are the 15 of us. This 15, we began to make this pond. When we finished this pond, we waited for our friends in other legs to finish. Then we told SHA that we were done making our ponds. So they came to inspect and they found we were done. Then they brought us fingerlings for all the 5 ponds we made.
Intu baishire checking ama pondi baishire sango kuti yali ready nokutuletera ama fingerlings. Balisa tuletera ama fingerlings pama legs pama pondi ayantu twapwirishe po ma legs twalipwisha po ama pondi ayali 5. Idisa binga lyakula tukakwata obusombo shobusoma.
When this fish grows, we'll have a nice harvest. We'll be selling and we'll have money to help our families. Some of us were fishermen, but now we just keep this fish. Irish Aid through SHA taught us how to keep fish.
Twalipokelera amasambiro kuli ba Irish Aid elio kupitira muri basha bali tusambirisha bwino ife tuinga sunga ibifitekwa vya palesabi.
Self-Help Africa believes that agriculture is a business and farmers need to have a source of finance to meet various financial needs and obligations. In order to help them prepare and reserve necessary funds, SHA has come up with the concept of Accumulated Savings and Credit Association, ASCAS.
Improving access to finance through our accumulated savings schemes associations. So people are grouped together and they come together and start generating and creating local savings at community level. So there are some of the interventions that we are doing within the Irish Aid Local Development Program.
The group members put together their money and give each other loans which are repaid with a minimal interest. Members are encouraged to also put aside some money which they can call social fund, which can be accessed by any member who has a problem. Resultantly, Accumulated Savings and Credit Association have pulled a lot of people out of poverty in Luingu and Bala.
When you save 5 shares, we multiply it by 3 so that you are able to borrow 150 kwacha.
We were taught on how to save money, so we started with 10 kwacha each. When the money was enough, we started giving each other loans. Like when you get a 10 kwacha, when giving back, you put a 1 kwacha. We saw that this was good. Others started admiring. This program is good when you have a problem. You just go and borrow, and when taking back, you take back with small interest.
On my own, I see that this has brought development. As for me, I used to suffer a lot, but when we started getting the loans, it has helped me a lot.
The traditional leadership in the 2 districts have commended the works which Irish Aid through SHA is doing in their districts.
We
are very happy with these works of Self-Help Africa. They help us in many ways. What has made even a common man happy is learning how to save money, because it has changed a lot of people's lives. People now know how to save money and do business. Through the knowledge they have gotten through these saving groups, we are having a lot of saving groups in this village.
With the Irish Aid-funded local development program, Self-Help Africa is continuously working to eradicate hunger and poverty in sub-Saharan Africa by enhancing small-scale farmers' agriculture production capacity and providing basic business skills and nutrition education.
Abanandi bachitemulate bakonkanye nabo bajoine basha koko nsoko balesangwa
My friends should also join SHA so that they can be helped like the way we've been helped. SHA program should be extended because they said it will finish in 2017. They should add another 5 years instead of just working with them for a year, because we won't benefit much. They have just started the program which they came with from Ireland, because we know this program is funded by the Irish Aid.
With local partners, it is helping people to grow more food and earn more from their work to improve their livelihoods and families of the people of Luingu and Bala.
Musambo, ndi musambo ndeli menishiba